Well, what do we have here? Well, it seems like there's some crazy news going on in the gaming world, in the gaming industry, in the gaming handheld space. And I'm gonna tell you something, even though I love my ROG Ally, even though I'm loving the ROG Ally, god damn it, this damn thing has some serious freaking competition. And that competition is the Lenovo Legion Go. What is going on, everybody out here in YouTube land? This is CMG, and I'm coming at you with an exciting video and a gameplay video and a dang on demonstration, and oh my goodness, of the Lenovo Legion Go. But first, you already know when you see these, I gotta pull them out. I gotta pull out freaking shades, because you know what? This is freaking crazy. Now, you already know I love the ROG Ally Asus. At first, I owned the Steam Deck, and I also have the original Nintendo Switch. But the Lenovo Legion Go is picking up steam, is picking up momentum. I'm starting to actually like what I'm seeing from that. Wow! From the system. You already know what I had to say in the beginning of the video, so you get what I'm getting. But I'm going to show you some gameplay, and I'm going to show you some of the features of the Lenovo Legion Go. I'm going to show you some gameplay and some features. Check out the features and the gameplay of the Lenovo Legion Go.
Pretty legit, right? Pretty cool. So we'll do an unboxing and show you what it's like. I'll show you some gameplay like this. I don't actually have a way to like pipe the gameplay into the stream the same way I usually do. No dock yet. I don't have a dock for this one just yet, Stress. That's separate, so I need to get one of those, or just like a USB-C to H. How have you been? Party Animals, yeah, that's right. So we'll check that out. I think that would be a good cloud gaming candidate on Xbox Game Pass stuff. Okay, so it's already kind of on, but this is the actual unboxing. Now, I'll try and show it on the camera best I can. The exposure is a little tough to get right with the bright screen, but this is the device itself. I'll swap between my actual cameras too. Now, big caveat I have to mention to you guys, this is not a final product, and one of the biggest things that will change with this is the actual finish. So I think it looks pretty cool as is, but just know that the finishes on the controllers and even like the screen, there's some things that will change prior. But this gives you a sense of what it'll look like and feel like and that sort of thing. So let's do the full cam here. This is what it looks like here. And shout out to Mark for hooking us up here with this. You see the two glowing RGB controllers. Looks pretty huge. There's a lot of cool details on this controller we'll go through here. One I love is that the power button is actually a Legion logo. It's a little tough to tell, but see how it's got those little cuts in there like the Legion O? That's just a little cool. Down all the way like this and have it really kind of looking down on top, or if you want to have it really tall, you can do it like that too, and it stands all those way, which is pretty cool. Background music's loud, thank you. Good call out, Rabbit. What's up, Aman? Good to see you, Sarge. Hello. I'm trying to say hello to people and also show off the product at the same time. I'm very excited to be back. But yeah, one of the big selling points of this is you can actually take off the controls too, and it's very easy. It took me a second to figure out how to do it, but once you do, you just pull that button right back here. Can I show you guys in the bottom camera maybe? And then just drag it down. Drag them both down, they just pop right out. And then you've got your hands-free method right there. And I've not actually tried this yet, but the right one is the one that slots into the controller like this, and then this becomes a mouse you can use. So I'm gonna try it today with Apex in particular and see how it runs. Pretty excited for that. Would have been engineered? True. Yeah, this is our first, can you call it a console? I guess it's a console. It's like a PC and a console. One thing that I thought was a funny kind of marketing angle for this is now you have controller and mouse and keyboard. The debate is over. We just have both of them in the same device. That's the idea. So whatever you want to do, you can do that now. And the way you do it, switch it into the mouse mode, by the way. Again, I actually have not tried this yet, so we're trying it live with you. But on the bottom of the right controller, there is a little switch. A second to focus for me. Where you can turn the FPS mode on and off. So if I turn that on, this should become a mouse. Oh, look at that. Handle will switch to FPS mode. Can you guys see right here? It's a little hard to read probably, but it tells you kind of how to use it right there. FPS mode is not compatible with handheld mode games. Got it. Look at that. Your mouth is just moving around like that. That's pretty cool. It feels very natural. Also, one thing I heard about this is this will be magnetic in the final product. Right now, it's kind of just floating there. But one of the things that will change with the final is magnetism right there. It's pretty cool. Okay, so those are 1 and 2, your actual buttons here. I'm learning as we go here. Can you try Switch emulation? Probably not. What the heck? I pushed the... That's crazy keybind right there. If I push in the left stick, the map comes up. You can change all this, by the way, if you go into settings. I'm just looking at out-of-the-box settings for what you have. I'm just gonna walk across the map right now. Alright, actually... There's my settings. Let's go to mouse, keyboard. Kind of. Things they have here. These might be a little loud, by the way. This is kind of like the main hub for things, so it's where you see a lot of deals for games if you want to pick some up to play on here. You can also get to your library settings. This is like the main page, basically, to get everywhere else in the UI here. And then if you want to go into the second page, so one note about this top right button here, you can press this 3 times. The first time pulls up the left menu, like this. If you toggle it again, it closes it, then you pull it again, and it's the right menu. And the right menu is where you get all your controls for resolution, TDP, refresh rate, things like that, essentially. But if I go back over into that menu here, we have, I think, downloads here. Yep, downloads. That was already on here when I got it. I don't even know what that is. I think you have media here. I'm going to touch because it's a little easier to go through just for my taste, but I don't think I have any media downloaded on here, but you could look at some of that here. Settings where you get a lot of controls here. This is where I missed looking at the other day, by the way. There are a lot of controls in the settings for you. Like if you want to use Bluetooth, I think you could probably use like a Legion mouse or something with this if you wanted to, or a keyboard, and just... I saw somebody who was using it as a workstation basically for the day, so you could use it like that if you wanted to. I've not tried it yet. Display should show me the controls I have. Now, you can control it here, but I recommend doing it through this menu because this is a lot easier just to go through and change some of the settings there. One other big note, in addition to this being a pre-production model, this software space is changing constantly. In fact, there was an update yesterday that changed it a lot from the past week, and so they're constantly updating it. So you might see some weird language issues and things, but they're tweaking it constantly, so keep that in mind. I love seeing all the partner anniversaries in chat. That's so funny. Any questions or anything on the software as we go through this? And there's disk space. You can swap this stuff out. You can see my little SD card here finally registered. It's actually not used, but not many gigs for downloading games on that right now, unfortunately. Customize. This is where you can change your lighting effects. Again, you can do this through the software too. I'll show that really quickly. Can you guys see it okay, by the way? You want me to zoom in? How's it look? Obviously, you can actually see the bottom right too. I think you can see it pretty clearly on the camera, but I'll zoom in a little bit here, maybe. Get the focus right. Look at that. Way crispier than we had before, huh? Are you running at 1200p 60 hertz? Yes, it is at 1200. Can you see that? Kind of. Again, if I switch over to this one, we are at 1200. Look at that. See, I love I can show this like right from the screen now. 1200 60 hertz. You can change it right here, the refresh rate as well as the lighting effect. For example, if I change, I'll show this on the other camera so you guys can see a little bit of the lighting. You can save some different options here. I think this one's static, for example, with the white, or maybe, no, yeah, I think it's white. This one's RGB, I believe. I think these are both RGB. There's different cycles, so, or you can just turn it off if you want to. So I don't know how much you care about the lighting. I think mine wasn't even on half the time to our last stream, but you can tweak it all right there if you want to. Are the controllers always wireless, even while docked? That is actually a good question. I'll take this. One of the things I wanted to check on. That reminds me, one thing. This is a brand new software that we have. Actually, I think I go home, and then I go to library. There we go. So you got recently played there and Solar all games. Oh, Solar Ash is really cool, by the way. That's one that's on Game Pass I just downloaded. It's been very fun so far. I do have League, yeah. League is kind of a meme install. I mostly did that so we could see how the FPS mode works. I actually tried it out last night and it was very awkward, but I think you can make it work if you wanted to in a pinch. We could also just connect like a mouse too, I guess. So FPS mode mapping right here. So you can have like profiles basically for what you want them to be. And I think you control that in the settings. Like if we pop back over here, in controller, I want to say, again, still learning this software, so bear with me here. Button mapping profile, yeah. So you can actually set your different profiles here for what you want those presets to be, I believe. Yep, look at that, you got all the controls right there. I've actually seen this, that's very cool. So basically, if you have a couple different games you want to play FPS mode in, then you can swap between those profiles quickly. because one thing I will say is playing with FPS mode is pretty unique, and like moving the mouse is actually very simple. You can even see it's moving right there without the little stand. Pull it back out of here really quick. Okay, it's controlling the controller again. There we go. So, okay, the second one has your performance, which I think you can see. So it has your battery in the middle, left and right controllers, as well as your system monitor. Now you do also have system monitor in the top left. Someone playing a shooter, so that was pretty cool for me to check out last night. This is ours, Frank Falkenstein. This is the Legion. The Legion Go. Just announced, I think, beginning of September, and it's pretty exciting. So we're checking it out for the first time on stream today. I need to maybe I can tilt this a little bit so that you guys can see it and I can still play the game. That's the challenge, but let's go into an actual game, or at least like a LTM or something, so that you can see how it actually works like that. I could also try some other games that aren't shooters, which I think most people will probably use them for single player stuff, right? But I like the option of having the FPS mode. So we go back to lobby. How much is it, Alfie? I believe it starts at $6.99, and there's an optional upgrade if you want to double the storage for like $50 more. Okay, let's go. Oh, I can't even do the LTMs. I think because this is a new account that I have on here. So we'll just do the basic. Hopefully you can see it okay. And how's it going? Battery lifetime. There's a lot of kick on this thing. All right, I think this guy's just AFK. That is not even a bot. That's an actual Wraith. That's pretty cool. I'm in orientation matches though, so that's probably why. Even got our zip line here. Man, my controller is showing. I'm not very good with the controller, but I'll at least show how it runs here. What's the question? What's the OS installed? Steam or Windows, Linux? I believe it's Windows. Can you hear that a little bit? Maybe? It's not gonna be the best quality, but you can hear it a little bit, I think. All right, now, okay, that's my tactical. This is my ult, I think, is that side button. And then, what does this bumper do? Okay, that reloads, nice. I can aim and everything and shoot. The question is, how do I interact? Okay, that heals me. This is my, okay, here's how I switch weapons. I need to check with the actual AMAs too to make sure. Hopefully the final one comes with a more flexible braided cable. Okay. My settings. I'm just carrying a big tree at the moment. Maybe I can't access settings right now because it's like a cutscene. I mean, the device itself is set to 1600 for sure. Yeah, you can, I think maybe kind of see that. This is, you can't make it out. This is resolution here. This is 1600 right there. So it is set there. What I don't know is if the game itself is set to 1600 and it's not letting me get into the settings right now probably because it's like the intro. So the menu when you press start. Yeah, when I press start, it takes me here right now. I'm not sure why. I don't think there's a settings menu at the top here. 11.1. Correct. Correct. Will both models with 512 and 1 terabyte both be available on this date? I believe so, yes. Now, keep in mind, Best Buy and Lenovo.com are treated kind of separately, but I think it's the same for both. Assuming you want to get their Best Buy based on your comment. I have to say the controls look good, especially with the small touchpad on the right side. Yeah, touchpad's actually really nice for when you're out of game and you want to just go and navigate menus and things. But I really like the touch controls, just being able to swipe up and hit the taskbar, and it's pretty precise if you want to close out certain applications or switch programs and stuff through the taskbar. I like that it's a hybrid of a console and a PC in a way because software is fairly right now. That's what I've been using. If you want to go into FPS mode, you just, that's pretty interesting. I've never actually used it. And then you have all your resolution stuff, refresh rate, lighting, as well as actual display info here. So this is how you change the actual top right display. And then all your system. I keep swapping on and off of plugin. Streaming hardcore WoW on this next. What's up, Cass? I could, if you want me to. I kind of want to play WoW after seeing people get back into it like that. I just don't have any time now because I'm a dad. Although MMOs are kind of good for that in a weird way. Wait, did I get the... I keep forgetting what I'm doing. I think there's an ability at the end here I didn't get yet, right? Not 1600p though, you can enable it in the settings, you mean? Here. Yeah, I'm trying... Not sure why it's not letting me do that for Ori specifically. I think somebody said you need to change it in the EXE. Final Fantasy, if you want to show off an MMO on the Legion Go. That's also an option. I've heard very good things about it. I feel like the... A bit of difference there. I don't think I can do auto right now, unfortunately. I don't know if it... Yeah, I'll look at my camera settings in the future, because I think it's not quite showing the full range of color, since I have a LUT on the camera. Love this game, man. The music... I listen to the music for this game just when I'm working and things. Gareth Coker is the GOAT. This will be a day one buy for you. Awesome, JMD. Love to hear it. Also, again, apologies for the camera shake. It's very zoomed in, so every time I move in the chair, it shakes a little bit. Yeah, I do love the size of the screen, man. The 16:10 and the 144. I mean, I've seen a lot of discussion about the refresh rate and things. I think that the 144 is a big game changer for games that can hit it. You really notice the difference in how smooth it feels. For anything over 60, basically. Can get an ability. What are we doing on time? It's 1:30, so I've got about half an hour left, guys. Do you want to keep seeing Ori? I'm going to switch to a different game. I could try something in FPS mode, if you want. I am not much of a Souls-like player, so bear with me here. How do you target again? I keep pressing X to swing. Is it? Oh, it's right trigger, right? Or bumper? Bumper. And it's... There we go. Okay. Now I'm remembering. It's been a while. There we go. Yeah, thermal looks... I was kind of surprised with that too, not gonna lie. And keep in mind, this is a pre-production model, so it's only gonna get better.
Definitely.
Oh my gosh, I keep hitting X to attack because I was just playing Cyberpunk. It's like a reload type thing. And I think you can heal like this, right? This game's pretty cool. Here's my heal. I love that animation, actually. It's pretty cool looking. Thank you, Helen. I appreciate it. The full benchmarking and stuff will be coming, I'm sure, from many people with the final units in the future. But that said, I don't see it getting any worse. And it's doing pretty well right now. Why does it feel smoother? Still pretty good looking. So this is up at 1920 now. Keep that in mind. As well as medium graphic settings. Do you have an SD card you can run a game off of? I have an SD card in there. I don't think I actually installed anything in there yet. I think you have to restart after putting in the SD card to see it in this system. At least for this model. I'm not totally sure. Oh. I don't know why I keep hitting X by default. So here's your medium settings. Okay. Is screen tearing noticeable? No? You guys should be able to see it if there is screen tearing. The camera's at 60 FPS. So if I see it, you're seeing my screen directly. I think this guy's a boss. I mean, it's pretty straightforward to demo. I actually don't know what my keybind for switching between guns is. This is my jump back here. Is that? No, that's my teammate. I also think one thing if you want to do FPS mode to do is to dial in your sense a little bit. There we go. Easy. But it's pretty straightforward to aim. I haven't spent a whole time with this game yet, getting the actual keybind set up, but I did at least play around with the FPS mode a little bit with the mouse. Tony, would it be possible to test Red Dead 2 and Hitman 3 at one of your streams? Possibly, yeah. I actually don't own them. Oh, wait, it's probably with D-pad stuff, isn't it? Oh, that's my grenade. Again, I haven't spent a whole ton of time figuring out the keybinds in this game yet, but pretty customizable too. I would just not jump right into multiplayer mode if you're going to use FPS mode. Make sure you try out training and get your keybinds feeling good first, essentially. Hitman's in Game Pass? Okay, I can check that one out. Well, if you're used to a mouse, a lot of times the middle scroll wheel is how you ping in games, so that's the same here. Also, this thing has like no recoil. I seem to remember this having way more recoil. Red Dead 2 look amazing on the screen. Yeah, any sort of single player game is really fun to play on the go too, like on the couch, essentially. Dude, I'm not good at following this strafing. Remember when you watched the esports stuff, it was all controller players and no mouse and keyboard players, which made me a bit sad. It was a solar flare. Chocolate, and I think you'd also just use regular mouse if you preferred to do that at that point. It's really kind of meant to do on the go, so I feel like the FPS mode does work a little better for actual FPS games that don't have so many hotkeys you want to do. But in a pinch, you can make kind of any game work if you need to. Just don't play Nidalee like me. Play like Sona or something. It's going to be a lot easier. Do you know why we don't have that estimated battery life counter for the... So again, guys, keep in mind the actual software here, the overlay you're seeing, that stuff's very much still work in progress. That's probably why I don't see it right now. It changed even since I last streamed with it. They're constantly tweaking it. So I'm happy to show it to you what it looks like right now. Just know that it may change a little bit for what it looks like in final. For example, I think when we streamed it last week, the FPS display was being weird and would kind of cut back and forth. And it's a lot better now in that sense than it was last week. Yes, thank you, Summer. I have to preface everything with that. But again, I do like to show you guys kind of the journey of it. And it's running pretty well as is, so that's also why I like to show it off. Hello, gamer. I love that you made the keyword gamer, by the way, Summer. So I'm going to try and keep an eye on time as we go through today. It's already 12:20. I've got till 2 today, and then the AMA is right after. But I have some other games on here we can try out as well, if you would like. Solar Ash is pretty cool because it's very high movement. I think Hi-Fi would be kind of a similar idea. There we go. See a lot of Lies of P votes. That makes sense. That ran really well when I tried it. Just like Cyberpunk is. There we go. It is. That's a pretty tricky directions for that. Are the thumbsticks removable? Yes, I believe they are, because there's actually a spot in the... Lies of P? Okay. Lies of P it is. That's a pretty tricky game. Lies of P? Okay. Lies of P it is. That's a pretty tricky game. I will try it though. Is it too bright actually? Let me see. Might be a little better. I have a little ND filter on my camera, which should help with some of that. Alright, so we're actually going to pause this for now. I'm going to bring back the music up. I'm just going to close out of this. I'm not really... Fan sounds just like... You go into lighting effect. Boom, right there. Anytime. Me too, James Bond. Pretty excited for it. Turn this down a little bit. I'm also gonna skip this.
So my gamers, what do you think about the Lenovo Legion Go? Because you know what? Yo, even though I love this, that thing is impressive. The detachable controllers is impressive and it's powerful. It's a little bit big, but it's powerful. It's supposed to have a great screen and I'm liking it. And you know what? Let me know what you think. And all I got to say about that is, listen, Nintendo, where the hell are you? Where the hell you at? Because these handhelds are in your space. You started all of this. When is you going to announce that new Nintendo Switch? We're waiting. We are waiting because Valve, Asus, and Lenovo is not playing games, and the Chinese and all the Chinese companies, Ioneo, 1X, the knockoffs, they're not playing games. They're in your space and they're smashing it. They're killing it. Because this sucker right here, ain't no freaking joke. I'm loving this dang on system. And man, I'm loving the ROG Ally. And that Lenovo Legion Go is something serious as well. So let me know in the freaking comments, gamers, when you think about this out here in YouTube. Let me know in the comments. And all I have got to say is, it sound off in the goddamn comment section. Tell me what you think about the Lenovo Legion Go, the gameplay, the features, Legion space, everything, the detachable controllers, using the mouse, the gameplay. And what do y'all think about it? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to hit that like button, share, subscribe to CMG, and to smash this like button, smash the subscribe, and hit the notifications if you want more videos like this. As you've seen today, I'd like to thank you for all of the support of my videos. Thank you. Some people like it, some people don't. Hey, if you don't like this video, hey, take the keyboard, take it out of here. You don't like the video, smash it out the dangle out. Just take it out of there. That's all I gotta say. And if you love it, you love it. But not everybody's gonna like it. But I appreciate the support, and I got more coming. More dope content is coming your way. And I just want you to say peace and keep it gaming. The Lenovo Legion Go is coming in a few weeks. Get ready for it. I'm impressed with what I'm seeing. And hey, if the ROG Ally wasn't out, I would have gotten that. If the ROG Ally and this was coming out at the same time, I don't know what I would have picked up. Evil All was good. They have the kickstand, everything. Both is good. All I gotta say, both using the Z1 Extreme. The Z1 Extreme is a freaking powerhouse, and that's all I gotta say. That damn thing is a powerhouse. Damn it. AMD did the damn thing with the Z1 Extreme, did the damn thing. And all I gotta say, peace and keep it gaming, because I'm loving this right now. This is dope for gaming and also for content creators. Peace, keep it gaming, peace.